Hello again everyone, Joanne with stampinginthevalley.com, and welcome to my craft room today. I promised that I would be doing a card with the Carols of Christmas bundle. This will be available to customers August 1st. They are doing an early release with this bundle, so I wanted to show you guys some things that can be done. Look at that beautiful card. I used Night of Navy on this one, and this is just some silver glimmer paper behind these trees that I cut out with Big Shot. And my deer I did in the gold glimmer paper. So, and look at these little stars and the moon and the diamonds up here. I just ran that through the Big Shot. Look at my piece on earth. Isn't that beautiful? The dimension on that stamp is gorgeous. I'll be back in just a few minutes and we're going to put this together. I wanted to show you the positioning on with the Big Shot. I'm using my magnetic platform and I'm going to make my little sandwich here. I've got my clear plate. I put my framelit up here that has the moon. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. All kinds of stars and diamonds and the moon. So I put that at the top. This piece of paper is 5 1/4 by 4, and it's just of the regular Whisper white. So I just kind of line that up right at the top. Okay, so no white is showing. And then I just positioned my trees here. I want to have enough space right here to stamp my piece on earth. So I just make my sandwich very easily. See, and these just lift up. Isn't that fantastic? These are really, really nice little trees. I can see a lot of things being done with them. I don't want to put this one, let me roll that up a little bit. I don't want to put this one because it's thin right here, you'll see, right at the bottom, okay? I wanted a little paper to give me a little strength there to put it down on the silver glimmer paper, okay? So that's all I do right here is just make my sandwich and roll this through the Big Shot. And then I'm going to cut out 3 of my deer in the gold glimmer paper. So look at this. Isn't this nice? Look how nice that comes. Isn't that great? And then our trees right there. Okay, let me move everything out of the way and get ready, and we'll start to put the rest of it together. Okay, let's start to build the card. Our base is Night of Navy at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. It opens like this. Our first layer is our silver glimmer paper, beautiful, at 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to go ahead and adhere that right to that Night of Navy. And for this you can just use your snail. Like I say, nice even pressure right to the edge. Get the full thickness of the snail. And because this is heavy paper, I am going to put a piece in the middle. I'm going to bring my card base in, making sure I've got it opening properly. And then there's an 1/8 of an inch of a border around this card. So the way you attain the 1/8 of an inch is whatever your outside dimension is, keep cutting 1/4 of an inch off, and you get the 1/8 of an inch on either side. I got that a little off. Let's see if I can rectify that real quick here. Maybe not. Yes, got it. Okay, moved it over just a smidge for me. I like that. And now what we're going to do is bring in this white Whisper white cardstock that we ran through the Big Shot. Looks kind of plain the way it is, but we go ahead and bring in our Night of Navy ink and our stamp that says Peace on Earth. Okay, I line it up the highest point right here with the straight of my block, so I know that if that's straight, then my stamp is right. So I'm going to ink it up with the Night of Navy. Just check your ink on the bottom, making sure that you have solid ink all over your rubber stamp. Okay? Good. And I want it right in this area here. And it's a rubber stamp, so the red rubber, so I don't have to use my foam pad. Beautiful. Look at how nice that is. That has such dimension to it, that stamp does. I love that. I'll close this up. And now we're going to bring in our silicone mat. Because there's so many little cutouts here, of course you can dab Tombow all over the place, but you could also use some fast fuse. You want to definitely get glue right here also, because that will lift up. So I'm putting this down on my silicone mat. I don't want to use my snail because the card base is very textured with the silver glimmer paper. So I'm going to take my fast fuse and run it along here. Okay. Check it off. That's what rips it when you make that little check mark. That's what rips it off. Check it. And then here. And as you notice, I'm not really moving my card base. I'm moving the silicone mat around. Right there. Because I'm left-handed too. Okay. And just checking that off right there. Okay, now we just want to put it where it's going to kind of lift up. Wow, that is just sticky. And then across here. Good. I'm going to move my mat out of the way. And I want to show you now, in these diamonds and stars, there is some adhesive showing. The only thing you have to do is get your pokey tool and just release it, okay? It will kind of bounce back to the bottom of the card back here. Just make sure that you clear it before you adhere it to your base, okay? And like I say, you just have to take the pokey tool, and you might get a lot of glue on here, so you might need to, you know, just work that off of there a little bit. But this is a great way just to clear that glue. And then, of course, if any squishes out, you can also, it'll just roll right off the card after you adhere it. But I like to kind of clear it first. So that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to bring my card base back in. And now this fits perfectly over this silver paper, okay? There's not a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch border there. It is supposed to cover every bit of it, so that I almost call it like a starry night, will show through. Right there. Isn't that perfect? I love that. But it's plain, so I want my little gold deer on there. And with these, we're going to use our mini dimensionals. I really, really like these mini dimensionals. I found a ton of great use for them. They fit right there on the back of the deer. And then you could put them wherever you'd like. I like to put one in the trees. And then on my little snow, I guess I would call this, the white of the card. It can just be called snow. I'll put one here. We are almost done with this card, guys. It's not that hard. The framelits really do all the work for you. I love this stamp set. It's going to be a big one for my craft fairs this year. And this deer I'm going to put right here. Just a little different where to place your furry friends, the woodland furry friends right there, our little deer in gold. I hope you've enjoyed this video with me today, featuring the Carols of Christmas bundle. Remember, if you order $25 in product from me before the end of the month, I will send you these 2 free card kits with envelopes. No stamped images, but you get all of the embellishments. So you'll get the sunglasses, but they won't be stamped. You'll get this little oval, but it won't be stamped. But you get everything else and the envelopes for just a $25 order. Remember, Stampin' Up! Is doing a special that if you order $50 from Stampin' Up, then that's before shipping, handling, and taxes, then you will get a coupon code in the mail for next month, especially when this stamp set, when this bundle is releasing, you will have a $5 coupon. If you order in this month $50, you'll get a $5 coupon for your order for next month. Go to stampinginthevalley.com, click on the big blue button, and shop my online store. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Happy crafting!